Take three. Welcome back everyone to All the Beer No Idea. We are back with another beer review. I'm Baz, by the way, in case you don't know. And it's not always a shambles, but most of the time it is. Right, we've got a beer from an order that I placed on 29th of August from Trembling Madness. And it's a new brewery to me. And it's from Azvex. And this is a can of their Surf Maps Double India Pale Ale. And it's coming in at 8.6%. It's got Citra, Mosaic and Amarillo hops. 440ml can. And this wasn't, I'm not going to say it was expensive. And I'll tell you why I'm saying, well, I'll let you know why I'm sort of saying this. It's not massively expensive for a double IPA, but it's not a cheap beer, obviously. Now, the reason I'm saying that is I know Jonathan Brown from Northern Southerner Beer Reviews, he's had a few of their beers. And he has said they're nice enough beers, but they are not worth the money. They are well overpriced. Now, a double IPA, £6 for a double IPA, a big strong one, and this is 8.6%, so it's that little bit stronger than a lot of the ones that you see. £6 for something like that isn't really an issue. A good double IPA is well worth that sort of money. But like I say, I do have reservations off what I've heard from Jonathan Brown from Northern Southerner about their beers. So the only way we're going to find out if it's any good and sort of really worth the money, I suppose, you know, that's down to personal taste. The only way we're going to find out anyway is by tucking into it. So I believe they're out of Liverpool, Azvex. Yeah, they're out of Liverpool. Nice artwork though. I do like that. And like I say, never had anything from them. Glasses at the ready. New glass today, actually. It's a White Hag Brewing Company one. I do like that. So we're going to chuck it in there and see what we get. Now, a lot of you may well know, I'm rather a fan of a double IPA. It's probably, again, along with Jonathan Brown, my favourite style. I know that's his sort of favourite style. If they're done well, they are absolutely banging beers. I'm going to give that a swill. It's not looking bad at the moment. I can't knock it at the moment. It's looking pretty good at the moment. I'd maybe like to see it a little bit more dense. It's looking a little bit at the side of the glass. It's almost transparent. You can sort of see through it. It's sort of thick in the middle. But in a glass, I mean, it's probably looking that little bit lighter because I got the light behind it. But it's that colour, but maybe not so light. It's just that little bit darker for me. We've got a good finger and a half of foamy head, which looks pretty decent, to be honest. Can never see in this light with the bubbles going up. I can just tell you that when I drink it. But, I mean, it looks all right. I would like to have maybe seen a little bit more sort of a thicker kind of beer, but it looks all right. So let's give it a swirl, dive in with the nose, and see what we get. Yeah, it smells lovely. It smells lovely, to be fair. There's no inkling of that strength on the nose. Pineapple, mango, orange citrus, passion fruit, the usual suspects, with just a tickling, maybe just a tickling of grapefruit bitterness in the background, if you like. But it smells really nice and hoppy as well. But it does smell, even in the aroma, it doesn't quite smell. It maybe smells like a strong IPA rather than a double IPA, if that makes any sense. People who drink double IPAs might sort of know what I'm trying to say, but it smells all right anyway. So let's dive in on Azvex Surf Maps. Cheers. Absolutely, straight away. Now, just quickly, tastes great. Soon as I drunk that, now whether they're not trying to make the beer so heavy so it makes it more drinkable, but at 8.6% really, you know, it's not going to be something you're going to be drinking 4, 5, 6 pints of. The body, for me, is a little bit light. And as I said, when looking at the beer, it looked as if it was a little bit light. For me, that's a standard sort of IPA body, and not even a really heavy IPA body. It's a good body, don't get me wrong, but it's not massively heavy. So that is a little bit disappointing. A gentle fizz on the back of the mouthful when you drink it, just on the back, it just and gone, which is nice. Nice and smooth. It's pretty soft. Not the softest beer I've ever had, but it's certainly, you know, it is pretty soft. It's pretty decent. Taste wise, I mean, the taste wise is going to be pretty much what I said on the nose. You get the hops in there, that hoppy sort of bite to it. Pineapple, passion fruit, a little bit of touch of grapefruit in the background. Probably more of them. Let me just take that off for a minute. Probably more of them flavours in the taste, whereas there was sort of like a little bit of citrus and that on the nose. This tends to be more of them sort of tastes. There is a bit of piney resinous in there as well. And the piney resinous is very nice, and it actually is quite a powerful pine taste, and that's where I'd say it's more resinous, because it's got that sort of, that pine taste in it has almost got that sort of stickiness to it. As a standalone beer, it's a very nice drop. 8.6%, excuse me. 8.6%. There's a little inkling of that just in the background. Not overpowering, doesn't take over the drink. You just get that little sign. It's like a little nudge in the side saying, "Wee up, alcohol's here. I am here. Don't forget about me." But you don't get a massive inkling of it. It drinks really well. It's a nice drink, and it is a nice drink. But I'm going to have to agree with Northern Southerner here. This is my first beer of theirs. $5.99. I would say, obviously, Trembling Madness are going to make their bit on there. I don't know what, obviously, I don't know what Azvex are going to be charging Trembling Madness, but $5.99 for this beer is overpriced in my opinion. It's a great beer. Yeah, I know the alcohol content is there, but it's just, it could do with, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the flavours, but it's like lacking 10%. It's lacking 10, 15% in the body. I'd like it to be a bit more fuller. It's lacking 10% in that fuller flavour. Lots of flavour there, and what flavour there is lovely. But I think £6 for this beer, for me, you could buy better double IPAs at that price. I know I've got a garage one in the fridge. Not sure how much that was. That may well have been a little bit more. And I think that's only 8%. But I mean, when I come around to reviewing that, God knows when, maybe I'll do it tomorrow, I don't know. But I'll maybe try and sort of compare the two in my head. So maybe I will do it tomorrow while this is still fresh. But yeah, for me, Azvex Surf Maps, a great beer, maybe overpriced slightly. But decent. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it, but just remember, like I say, I do think it's slightly overpriced, but it is an enjoyable beer. So it's up to you if you want to go out and pick it up. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment, like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, all that stuff like I always say. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you again soon on another one of these beer reviews.